Hello students, in this video we are going to see how we can declare an array in C and how we can print the elements of array in C. Starting from the basic program, first I have the file that is named arrays01.c and it is saved inside documents inside C programs of this device. So for declaring an array, you first need to go to the hash include stdio.h. This is the header file. Secondly, inside the main function, what you have to do is you have to declare an integer type array. That means the type of array will be data type will be int, let's say, and the array name is a. So what happens is a is a array variable, and inside a square bracket you need to pass the size, how many blocks of array you want to make. So the array name is a and the size is 10 blocks and the data type is integer. So 10 blocks of memory will be allocated for this array. And remember, after declaring it, what you have to do is you have to read elements from the user. Let's say what you have to do is you have to print a statement that is using printf, enter the elements inside the array. So as it is, it will be printed on the screen that enter the elements inside the array. Now you have 10 elements. You have to read 10 elements from the user again and again. So what you have to do is you have to write scanf. The format specifier is %d, and for first element array indexing starts from 0. So first element will go and store at address of a of, let's say, 0. Clear? Now second element will go and store, let's say, %d is the format specifier and address of a of 1, first index. Third element will go and store at scanf %d address of a of 2. So you need to write same goes scanf starting from index number 0 going up to index number 10. So instead of writing again and again scanf, what we can do is we can put scanf inside a loop. We can put this scanf inside a loop. What that loop will be? For the loop we need an iterative variable. That variable will be I. So what we have to do is we have to run a loop that is starting from I is equal to 0. That means index will start from 0 for I equals to 0. I is less than 10 because the size of array is 10. At every iteration I will increase by 1, so I plus plus. Now inside the loop what we have to do is we have to read elements from the user, and for reading that we have the formatted input function, predefined function, that is scanf. The format specifier is %d because the type of array is int. Now at the address of, instead of writing a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, a of 3, what we can write is a of I. I means first, at the first iteration I will be 0. So first element will go and store at I of 0th index. Again I will become 1 at second iteration. So second element will be going and storing at index number 1 and up to index number 9. So index start from 0 going up to 9. So 0 to 9 equals to 10 elements. Putting semicolon over here, and the for loop is closed over here. Now in this section the reading of elements has been completed. Now what we can do is we have to print the elements also. So printf the array elements are as follows. So array elements are as follows. Again, for printing elements, what we can do is firstly we have the way simply printf. What we can do is %d is the format specifier for integer and a of 0. Now printf is closed. Again printf format specifier is %d and a of first index. Again printf format specifier is %d a of 1, a of 2, second index element. So what we have to do is we have to print all the elements starting from index number 0 going up to index number 10. Again and again we are using printf and we are writing again and again the same line. So what we can do is we can put this printf statement inside a loop, so we need not to write it again and again. So what we can do is, again we'll run a loop for I equals to 0. I will go up to 10 and every iteration I plus plus. Now in this block what we can do is printf %d and a of I. So at the very first time I will be 0, so the element at 0 index will be printed. Again I will become 1, so element at 1 first index will be printed, and again I will become 2, the second index element will be printed. So again and again it will be repeating itself. So now we are closing it. Void main is over here. The function has been closed. Now we have to save this file, and now what we can do is we have to run this particular file. So what we can do is we need to open terminal. We need to open in terminal. So the file name is arrays01.c. so the running is how to run the C program, gcc file name.c, that means arrays01.c -o, and the output is arrays01 is the output. Let's say out is the name for this. So you can see this executable file has been created over here. So how we can run this, /arrays01 and the file name is out. So the overall file name is arrays01 out. Now if I hit enter, it will ask me enter the elements inside the array. So the array is of size 10 elements. So let's say the elements are 10, again 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 90 and 100. So 10 elements has been inserted inside the array, and if I hit enter, so it will print the element also. So the array elements are, as you can see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. The output is coming like this because I have not used space after the %d. So we can update that also by going to the text editor, open the file, and what we can do is we can give a little space over here and again save it again and go back to the files. Again delete this output file, open again in terminal. Now run it again, gcc filename.c arrays01.c -o and arrays01 output. Hit enter, /arrays01 out. Hit enter, it will ask for inserting the elements 10, 20. You can insert any element you want, it is up to you. 10, 20, 35, 20, 85, 45, 78, 15, 25, 35, 95, 88. So the array elements are these. So in the same way you can input an array using this type of looping system, and again you can print the elements also. Now we also can perform certain operations inside this array. Let's say, what if I need to find the sum of all elements inside the array? So what we can do is, again we can run the loop. This loop is here. I can take a variable known as sum. For example, I need to print the sum. I need to print sum of all elements of this array. So let's say another variable of integer type sum equals to 0. Now what we can do is, instead of printing the elements, instead of printing any statement in this for loop, what we can do is sum equals to sum plus a of I. Sum equals to sum plus a of I. That means in the initial starting position, the sum is having a value 0. It has been initialized as 0, and after executing this statement, the next statement is the for loop. So I will be 0. So sum equals to sum plus a of I. That means sum equals to 0 plus the element of 0th index. Again it will be added in sum plus element at first index. It will go and storing like this, and I need to print the sum of this. So printf %d, let's say the sum of all elements of this array is %d, and the variable is sum. And over here this program is over. over here, this program is over. So the main function has been ended over here. Let's save it and delete this output file. Run it again, open in terminal. That means run it again, compile it again, arrays 01.c -o arrays 0. Let's say this is the name of output file. // the name of output file is arrays 01. Enter the elements inside the array. Let's say elements are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90 and 100. So the sum of the array elements are, we have to delete this statement also. So the see the second line, this line, the sum of all elements inside the array is this 550. This statement we have not deleted yet because it is from the last program. So again delete it, go to the text editor, delete this statement because we are not printing the array elements anymore. Delete this. Let's say at this time you need to find the average also, like that means the sum of all elements of the array and the average of all elements of the array. So the formula of average is, what is the average formula? The average formula is sum divided by total number of elements. So average equals to sum divided by the size of array is 10. So printf the average of all elements of this array is %d average. Now save it again, go to the files, delete this output file, open the terminal from here, compile it again, arrays 01.c -o arrays 01. So we got the error, average is undeclared, first use in function. Okay, we forgot to remove that semicolon from over here. At this place it will be comma. Now save it again, open in terminal. So gcc arrays 01.c -o, the file name for the output file is arrays 01, let's say /arrays 01. Enter the elements inside the array. Let's say elements are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. The sum of all elements are 21050 and the average of all elements of this array is 215. So as you can see, this is how you can perform some basic operations on this array. Now again a question should be asked, and this should be a doubt inside your mind, like what happens if you are not printing any of this, you are not interested in all this. What happens if I print simply printf %d and simply I'm printing a? I'm not passing any kind of index over square brackets, I'm not passing any kind of address, I'm not passing any kind of variable or value inside square brackets after the array variable. What happens now? I'm simply printing %d and a. Take a pause for 2 seconds or 10 seconds to think what will be printed over here. Let's go run this. Go to the files. It is a very important thing you should be focusing on, like what will happen now. So gcc, compile it again, gcc file name is arrays 01.c -o and arrays, let's say 02 is the name for output file. What will happen now? This should be your doubt, and this is the expected output. What is the meaning of this? Meaning that %d expect the argument of type integer, but let's make it again, make it bigger. So the error we got is format %d expect argument of type int, but argument 2 has type of integer star. This is known as pointer. So again it should be a doubt inside your mind that what is this, what is the meaning of this. We have not studied pointer. Where is the pointer? We have not declared any kind of pointer over here. What is the meaning of this? So let's go to our program again. Let's have a look on this. This is, what is this? This is an array variable. So array variable holds the base address of the 0th index. Like we can say the address of 0th index, and the address of 0th index is also known as the base address of that particular array. So a variable is holding the address of 0th index, and it is also known as the internal pointer variable. Simply a is holding the starting address, the address of 0th index. And to print address, what we can do is we can use %p and %s we can also use. Now if I go back and if I run it again, open in terminal, gcc arrays01.c -o, the file name is arrays03 for the executable output file. Now ./arrays03. Now we got the message, enter the elements inside the array. Let's say elements are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. So we got a big number over here. What is this? It should be your doubt. What is the meaning of this? We have just printed %p and a. What is the meaning of this? So as I have told you earlier, that a is the internal pointer variable which holds the base address, or you can say which holds the address of the starting location, that is 0th index. That means this number is the starting address, or this is the base address inside this computer system, inside physical memory, that has been allocated to the array of size 10, and this is the address of 0th index in that array. Clear? This should be very clear that array variables are the internal pointer variables which holds the base address only. So this is the base address. Now in this video it is enough. We'll be having some more videos on this topic, arrays, and as per the syllabus. Thank you very much. See you soon.